Sponsors for this week's program are Chemical, Latin American Chambers of USA, and Turner Broadcasting System. And now, our guest hostess, model, actress, Jackie Sanabia.
Thank you for joining us here on In Focus Magazine TV, and this is the Summer Fun Edition. So we are here in the LMG Media Group theater room. You can see all of our posters and everything, and this is where we do a lot of filming for our segments. And for those of you that are new to our programming, basically what we do in Focus Magazine TV is provide lifestyle trends information for all of our young professionals like yourself. In our first segment, we're going to start with fashion expression. Mercedes-Benz Fashion Week came to Miami, Florida and showed us what's hot. Designers from all over the world came and showed us what they got. Some of the trends that we noticed: one-piece swimsuits, monokinis, and also a lot of animal prints, leopards, zebras, a lot of fun stuff. And also some sheer cover-ups for you just to be nice and cool when you go to the beach. We noticed a lot of vibrant colors, earth tones, and contrast. Mercedes-Benz also provided us with some previews from the 2014 models. And we want to give a shout out to Lindsay Burns and the Mercedes-Benz team for putting on another amazing show for us this year. Now let's move on to the next segment. Hot topics with lasting impact. We're going to talk about the national fallout of the Zimmerman acquittal that has caused a lot of debate nationally.
Trayvon Martin has become an icon and a martyr for this generation. He was a kid who was killed, only armed with a bag of Skittles and a drink. Justice for Trayvon supporters have taken to the airways and social media, and rallies large and small that are reminiscent of the civil rights protests of the 60s. The fallout from the George Zimmerman verdict and the racial divide that it exposed is one of the biggest current events of the decade, with lasting implications for generations to come.
Although the killing of Trayvon Martin and the not guilty verdict for Zimmerman was a tragedy, the good thing that's come out of this, the silver lining down the road, is that we as a people across America are beginning to talk about race. We're talking about race across color lines, across language lines, across cultural lines, and I think the only way we will begin to progress in a significant way in terms of race in this country and understanding black and white's perception of each other is to have this conversation. Don't get me wrong, it's a tough conversation. It's a painful conversation, but it's a conversation that we as Americans must have.
And in our final segment, we're going to discuss 3 tips on how to beat the heat, because this summer we have record high temperatures across the country. The first tip is turn on your fans in conjunction with your AC. It helps to keep the air circulating so it keeps you nice and cool. And our second tip is use an umbrella. It's more than just for the rain. It helps to protect you from the direct exposure of the sun and helps to keep you nice and cool. So whip those out. And our third and final tip is use a cold compress. If that summer heat is getting to you, take a towel, dip it in some ice cold water, and just pat yourself down. It helps to bring down your body temperature to keep you nice and cool. So thank you for joining us, guys, on our Summer Fun Edition. You can follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and even on YouTube. So please let us know what you think. See you next time.